you wanted the best, you've got the best podcast, the hottest podcast in the world. The Chris Voss Show, the preeminent podcast with guests so smart you may experience serious brain bleed. The CEOs, authors, thought leaders, visionaries, and motivators. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle at all times, because you're about to go on a monster education roller coaster with your brain. Now, here's your host, Chris Voss.
Hey folks, it's Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com. And ladies and gentlemen, there are only 6 of them makes official. Welcome to the big show. As always, for 16 years, going on 17 and 2,600 episodes, we're here at the Chris Voss Show because, we loved you. We wanted to make an audience that was bright, smart, educated, and not dumb. So that's what we've done. And today we're featuring always, every day, the most amazing storytellers on the show. Be sure to throw the show to your family, friends, and relatives, though. We need your support in just the most smallest of ways of spreading the message far and wide. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, Facebook.com/Chris Voss, LinkedIn.com/Chris Voss, and YouTube.com/Chris Voss for over 18 years there. Thanks to our audience for tuning in, and we have an amazing young lady on the show. Opinions expressed by guests on the podcast are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the host or the Chris Voss Show. Some guests of the show may be advertising on the podcast, but it is not an endorsement or review of any kind. Today's featured author comes to us from bookstolifemarketing.co.uk. With expert publishing to strategic marketing, they help authors reach their audience and maximize their book success. We're going to be talking about a number of things with her. One of her books we'll be featuring here. It is entitled Innovation is Nothing Without Courage to Unleash It. Entrepreneurial improvement. I'm sorry, let me cut that. Innovation is nothing without courage to unleash it. Entrepreneurial empowerment strategies and 6 secrets for success. Out by Dr. Marien. Zanyk on the show with us today. Out March 19th, 2025. Fighting the camera in front of my screen. We're going to be talking to her about her insights of her book, some of her stories of her life and her journey. She is an orthopedic specialist, inventor, and entrepreneur whose patented devices are redefining how the world trains, recovers, and performs. She's the founder of ZANEEZ Health. Her innovations like AnkleSTONE and BedROK are trusted by Olympic athletes, NBA professionals, elite trainers. She blends science, business, and bold vision, empowering others through her books and products. She lives in Connecticut and is passionate about biomechanics, entrepreneurship, and mentoring the next wave of fearless founders. Welcome to the show. How are you, Doctor?
Hey, Chris. Hey, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. We certainly appreciate it. Give us your .coms. Where do we find you on the interwebs?
Well, we've got 3 main websites, AnkleSTONE.com for the product, and now ZANEEZ.com for an overview on the business, which encompasses 4 orthopedic products. And now, with reference to books, how exciting, just yesterday, live, drzanyk.com for all of our book offerings.
So give us a 30,000 overview of what's inside this book.
It's a collection of a lot of years of growth and accomplishments and how-to in the entrepreneurial empowerment and secrets for success. It comes down to a lot of things and a lot of minor things. And you choose those minor empowerments that keep you going every day. And it is humor and it's perseverance and it's resilience and it's a positive outlook. And it is just the ability to keep on going in executing your goals, whatever it might be, in business or in personal life.
Keep on executing, people. You got to do it. So give us what motivated you want to write this book?
When I first was invited, Health 2.0 out in Las Vegas at Caesars on stage to present the collection of my work. Then again in Boston at a group there, an entrepreneurial group, and I realized, I need to put this into a summary. So I did so. At the same time, I dusted off one of my first children's book and did a self-publication. And since it has hit the world, it's been getting a lot of attention. Innovation is Nothing is a really concise, informative, effective inspiration to those who want to do things, but they're afraid to. They need to be able to knock out that fear element and know how to do what they desire in life.
Yeah, the fear element is something I think holds a lot of people back, would you say?
It is. And in modern days, we don't need it. It used to be a survival skill. Throw that out. We don't need this. I like sometimes, I've been stopped a few times. I will use some mantra. For instance, if I have some hurdle, hesitant to do something, I think of out on the war field, the battlefield, slaying heads. Maybe have some awesome Renaissance leather fur outfit on for sure, but I am slaying heads on the battlefield. All I have to do is get a perspective check to say, here I am sitting in this white leather chair in this office with this digital platform at my hand, and this is now easy. And you shame yourself into not doing it. It becomes instant easy. Do it.
Yeah.
Nothing becomes uncomfortable anymore in comparison. Keep yourself regulated, that the modern life and the offerings that we have make anything possible. Just tell yourself, I can do this, or I have the right to do this, or the energy around me says that I have this already. A lot of that positive thinking goes a long way.
A long way. And so tell us, how did you come up with this AnkleSTONE? How did you discover this product and the need for it?
Well, I'm a biomedical scientist, a PhD in clinical pathology. I've gone from autopsies to electron microscopy to working with orthopedic surgeons, neurosurgeons, and their patients in the recovery of patients with contractures. On the extreme side, it might be the motorcycle accident where they scraped him off the pavement, helicopter him to the orthopedist, put him together again with plates and rivets and screws. Hey, get him back moving again. Oh, and by the way, without pain. I know how to do that, and I know the plasticity of soft tissues. So if you give humans a tool that is lean, kind of think of the Swiss Army knife of exercise, and you modernize the way that we approach musculoskeletal recovery, strengthening, stretching, and all kinds of medical recovery, give them the tool that works. So AnkleSTONE for the feet and ankles is the lead product because it's the easiest, lightweight, weighs as much as your phone, and it simply is a device designed to fit the contours of the foot. You stand on it, and it targets every joint in the foot and ankle up to the knee, hip, and low back.
Oh, wow.
And then we've also patented and developed the other products. BedROK for the whole body with its affiliated, the evolution of the yoga mat base rock, as well Willow Works, which was the original upright, effective type of structure that allows you to move and progress the body, stretch the tissue, and then progress into the incremental ways and target the site of attachment of the bone to the soft tissue. That's where you need to get to. So instead of, for the foot and ankle, the makeshift remedies such as a tennis ball, in which your foot is contracted the whole time, try to prevent it from rolling away, or the slant boards, which I think were on the Titanic, or something silly like that. Now we've got these units in with UConn basketball, with the NBA, with a campaign with Howie Mandel. We are now the official foot and ankle conditioning device of USA Pickleball, NJCAA, heading toward MPSF, the Sports Federation for the Olympians, and USA Swimming. I mean, basically, got feet. You need first and only. So I've had an amazing time, but this is not easy. You can't just have the innovation. You have to have the guts and the positive mindset, but it should come naturally to you. And again, I resort to the forest, to nature. And if I were to have any advice for people out there, go back to nature. Go back and think when you have the solitude, the quiet, maybe it's a park, Maybe it's the forest. Maybe you have to put your earbuds in and you fake it. But the solitude to think and to make a solution, you can keep aspiring to your biggest dreams.
Oh, wow. Well, we all have dreams we want to aspire to. So that's really important. Now, this ankle device, one of my friends is older and she has problems with Charlie horses. She gets real Charlie horse strains in her legs and feet. Is that something that can help if you're having Charlie horse issues?
Absolutely. In fact, we got a nice survey from the sports across the country, all the college trainers. The top complaint was calf tightness and Achilles.
Oh, wow.
Third on the list was plantar fasciitis, which, believe it or not, but here, let me show it to you. The ability of what we could do with this device. Again, lightweight, yet rated to 800, 1,000 pounds. But to stand on it into a position of Achilles tendon stretch. And notice that being of the medical and science background, I knew to splay the metatarsals. So you're getting this incredible stretch starting there, and it goes all the way up into the knee, and I said to hip and low back. And then to go plantar fascial stretch, being able to use the shape of it in the roll bar and doing a biomechanical stretch on the fascia to actually change the length of the fascia and get a true stretch, an analgesic pressure point onto the heel, and then toe extension, left foot and right foot. The grooves are there, so your foot just naturally goes into position. And then for the ultimate sprain, eversion and inversion, it contours the foot so that all you need is body weight, your control, and this device supports you, cradles you so that you can make the gains that you need to be fully recovered. And then check this out. We love, man, when you put your foot onto this rough finish and it feels so darn good in a deep tissue massage or plantar or advanced hamstring. So we're having fun with this. And then we're advancing into the other three products, similar construct, the bioscience of body mechanics, lean devices that are engineered for the anatomy, and you don't need heavy metal weights or time-consuming trips to the gym. You have your own independent use device.
Oh, wow. Walk us through your journey to take this from your idea to prototype to full-scale commercial products and some of the obstacles you faced and how you kept going.
Well, initially coming from one of my exercise routines in the forest, using the rocks, the trees, the cliffs, because I happen to live in this dense forest, I injured my knee while skiing in Vermont.
Oh, wow.
And I had to recover using what I knew and also of my athletic background and using the trees to give you gradual movement to recover. I restored this knee from crutches to light running in 3 weeks. And I realized, this can be done if we were to design something. And so, of course, to mimic the resistance of the mountain laurel tree, which is what I used, which is the Connecticut state tree, but it has a certain pushback. It's like a bow and arrow.
Oh, really?
So I had to duplicate that, which we did. Boat builder in Connecticut with 7-layered bentwood lamination, then advanced to Vermont boat builder, and then to China for fiber reinforced plastic, shipping in this device. And we got proof of concept and sales, and then recognized as Boston Audience Choice Award. And that's when I realized, okay, I'm not going to be medical device consultant anymore. I'm going this way. There is validation. And the world, I found that in this entrepreneurial world, that the world will feed back on you. If you have a successful idea, it will feed back. And I always encourage you to step into the world and throw it to somebody, your ideas, keep on pushing it. And it will tell you if it's good. It will tell you, and you follow that, keep going. And you can be smart about funding it. You can use your good credit. You can know that when you do an action, somehow the money will flow in. That seems to be my theory. I always do it. The money does. It flows in somehow. Somehow it does. It's a manifestation technique, absolutely. But it's the belief and the gratitude and the happy demeanor. And even when shit hits the fan, that you laugh. I mean, there's always a funny story in there to tell your kids.
Oh, yeah.
There's something in there that makes it. But there is an amazing amount to be accomplished if you step into it, into the discomfort of things, and then tell yourself, I have a right to this. And also knowing that knowledge, you've got to have the knowledge, because knowledge and confidence are cumulative. But you can have a basic knowledge and step into it, and it just keeps rolling. So don't be afraid of that, trust in your ability to act at the time.
Well, that's good to have. So let's see. With the products as you developed and the stuff, what were some of the things that your background in orthopedic science helped shape the innovation strategy for it?
Well, recognizing at a microscopic and a macroscopic level the adaptations of the human cell, the plasticity, that if you challenge it, if you put it into a position and demand that it performs in that position, then it will. But you have to achieve that position. And therefore, back to the shape of this, or even that, which is the bedrock for whole body, with its therapeutic ramps and grooves and such. It's the tool that allows that structure to be adapted so that you can recover full range of motion from your plantar fasciitis, from your Achilles tendon tightness, from your toe immobility post-bunionectomy, surgery, anything, or if you've got turf toe. We keep expanding from multiple sports applications, every sport you can think of, to medical physical therapy as well. And it's about time we changed our method of musculoskeletal recovery. It's so archaic now. It's, in many ways. And if we went back to a natural lean design, so that's what this book is about, just being able to take your idea and there's some humor in there and perseverance lessons, of course, that makes you want to read it. I'm glad that it's a lightweight. You can grab it at an airport. You can read it on a weekend. And I think that people will be inspired to pursue and trust in their positive vibe to achieve what they want. Because that truly is what brings it. I'm sure you felt that, that.
Yeah, most definitely. That'll do it. Now, how do you balance your roles as a scientist, a CEO, an inventor, a mother?
I don't even know. I just do. Sometimes people ask me that, and I just chill. And funny story is talking to my CMO, who we're such good friends, Dick Belmont. He launched Fruit of the Loom. He's national dear to the country, and I was in the summer having a float in my pool. And the phone rings. It's him. And I'm sorry, I'm not in front of my computer right now. Just a moment. And then I think to myself, note to self, you must mute when you're squeaking off the floating tool and all the splash of the pool as you're running to the computer and pretending to have just been a moment away. And of course, he knows the story, but we laugh. But balancing, put in the stuff that gives you pleasure, to balance out the other. And almost in a way, your mind will sort out the difficulty if you take yourself away from it. Even in the development of my books, taking your mind away from it, I find that some of the best ideas have come to me when I'm running in the forest and I make myself go up and down this waterfall of rocks 6 times. And as I'm doing that, you get into a zone and you just think things through.
Yeah.
It's a meditative form, but whatever it is that works for you, take yourself away from the noise and focus on what it is that is important to you. And then just keep at that focus, because that will take you to your goals.
Yeah. Yeah. The do you want to cover some of the other products that you have on the ZANEEZ site?
Well, yes.
Here.
And you know what? I meant to, if I held something up, would that be worthwhile?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I meant to grab it. I said to myself, and I forgot to, I wonder if I can in this mess. No, I don't think I can find it. No, shoot. No, it was the newest drawings that I just received the other day on the BedROK and BaseROK. But if we can just imagine a device that is 6 pounds, the weight of your gym bag, but made with ramp and very luxury foam on it, and grooves and roll bars and handholds and ledges and finger grips, and everything is lean. And the reason that the shape of it is so lean, it's like a rock climber that only uses their flexor digitorum, and yet they can grip with such strength, and that will stabilize a whole joint. You don't need a massive big. So these devices are shaped. And our prototype is with Yukon, 10 units is with Yukon and distributed throughout different, but we're now ready to create our next commercial version of BedROK, and it's affiliated mat, which is, as I mentioned, the evolution of the yoga mat, in that it has handles that are conducive to the body. It's got some radial deviation and handles, and it's got kiteboarders, foot straps. So you can imagine as you're stretching and then you stop, you have nothing to grip. But if you, with our mat, you can keep on progressing and stabilize and progress and do beyond what you've ever experienced before. They're simple devices. That's what we like about them. No, not a lot of moving parts, and yet just conducive to everybody needs one.
Wow. I mean, you've got a lot of really cool inventions you've taken and made there to help people, and it's fairly compact, inexpensive, and but it can be utilized in so many different ways. I see this Willow Works is just kind of interesting. How does that work? It looks like some kind of ski. I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of the initial directions of this, recognizing that I could produce with 7 layers of bentwood lamination. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And getting like a Bowflex or like a bow and arrow, and then reproduce that in fiber reinforced plastics, again, layers from China, and brought it in. Now, we work with a company, Spark Design, and they get us ready for production. And our CADs are ready. And all we need to do with Willow Works is reduce its size and make it move. The limbs it's going to be a whole different creature, much easier. But that will be year 2 or so when we're releasing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That should be pretty wonderful then. Let's see. What else do we want to talk about? Anything else that we missed you want to take a plug on the show? I know we'll be talking about your children's book, I think, tomorrow on the show.
We will. And, I am so glad to have, when we first connected in July, and then I have accomplished so many things since then, now in December, with website release and the production of 4 other books. Yeah, since Emu on the Loose, the others. And they're in a very interesting position with executive producers and screenplays and things like that. So that will be fun to talk about.
Yeah.
And the whole concept of them is being recognized and appreciated by the adventure, the Mimi Adventure series, and the lessons within each book, each different, encourage or positive thinking or using strategies. And so it's an authentic approach to a new way of life, in a way, instead of the dystopian cartoons that we see nowadays, so interesting conversation tomorrow. I look forward to that too. And, getting, this book out is a great thing, and the story within and the products as they keep going. We're having a great time. Visit
That's
us
awesome.
on AnkleStone.com. Order your device, order your AnkleStone, fix your feet. Yeah.
Order them today. Get a hold of them.
That's right. That's right.
People can find these on your website. So as we go out, give people a final pitch out to pick up the book and give people your .coms and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Come and get AnkleStone.com is the provision for our device to fix your feet from all kinds of ailments. And also visit drzanyk.com, which is the author website. You can find our books there as well as on Amazon. And our audiobooks are available as well within the business book and the children's book. And so we've got the AnkleStone.com, ZANEEZ.com, and drzanyk.com.
Mm-hmm. Well, very good. You're quite the entrepreneurial. What advice do you have for people who want to be entrepreneurs and how to develop these sort of things?
I'd say you've got an idea, throw it out to the world and get some feedback from people, from the world in a way, and then just keep formulating your plan every day, that just the next step. It's not a big deal. It's just a step at a time, and keeping yourself with the proper positive mindset that enables you to keep going. So you learn to ignore any defeat kind of messages or anything that society tells you cannot do this, which will pop up, and you learn to put a shield and you just keep encompassing your own energies toward your goal.
Well, it's wonderful advice. Very good advice on how to do great things with your work and how to help others as well. Thank you very much for coming on the show, Doctor. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. And thanks so much for tuning in. Check out our book wherever fine books are sold. Innovation is nothing without the courage to unleash it. Entrepreneurial empowerment strategies and success. Or, I'm sorry, let me cut that. It's a Monday on a Thursday or Wednesday or whatever day it is. Innovation is nothing without courage to unleash it. Entrepreneurial empowerment strategies and secrets for success. Out March 19th. 2025. Thanks so much for tuning in. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, LinkedIn.com/Chris Voss, YouTube.com/Chris Voss, and all those crazy places. The internet. Be good to each other. Stay safe. We'll see you next.
You've been listening to the most amazing, intelligent podcast ever made to improve your brain and your life. Warning, consuming too much of the Chris Voss Show podcast can lead to people thinking you're smarter, younger, and irresistible sexy. Consume in regularly moderated amounts. Consult a doctor for any resulting brain bleed.